Can't say I've been missing it, Bob. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Zareth Prevails. Today we're talking about Conquest. Hoth must finally have frozen over. But I am talking about Conquest, which is not something that I will typically make a video about. Who knows, maybe that might change. Now that I'm doing Prevail Man as an account, we have a 4.5 million GP account, and I got 5th crate, and this is in hard mode, guys. This isn't normal or easy. It's in hard, and I was met with a lot of skepticism. Like, people are like, how did you even do that with this account? Your account is terrible. You don't have any Galactic Legends. You don't have any assets at all. Your teams are frankly terrible. And I'm like, yeah, I agree, but 5th crate was actually pretty easy. And I want to show you guys why 5th crate is pretty important for the way I'm playing this account and what I did to get there. I'll show you my data discs. I'll even show you a couple fights toward the end. So let's just jump into it, shall we, folks? Whoa, that's what we're going to be looking at in a minute. But before we do that, indeed, I want to thank my patrons. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the support, guys. I truly just am very grateful to you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I couldn't do this without you. Truly, truly, guys, you're amazing. I want to remind you folks also, if you want to support this channel for free, or if you're just mildly entertained by the idea of a guy who's 6'5", but no one can actually tell, no one watching my videos can actually tell, making videos, then all you've got to do, guys, is like, subscribe, comment, help me mount the algorithm, guys. That's all you got to do. Please, if you like, and if you want more Conquest content, guys, impress me with how many likes I get. That will be a very strong signal that you want more Conquest content. Conquest. They don't really mix together that well, do they? Well, they do. It's just too seamless. Alright, guys, let's go to... I've prepared a video for you, just raw footage here, but I'm going to show you guys... just show you some of the stuff that's going on. So, here's the crate that I got. This is 5th crate. This is, what my rewards were. So 50 of the Fury Interceptor, 25 of Trench. I'm not interested on this account in getting Trench, and I would love to get Fury Interceptor, but I don't have Malgus unlocked. So this is all just kind of a proof of concept, really. I'm showing you guys that I can do it. It's not really even going to help me that much, but I did get this crate. As you can see, I actually got the one right after it too, the node right after it, to get the Omicron for it, and I might have been able to get a little bit more, but so you can see I got the Omicron right after that crate. The other thing I want to point out though, folks, and it's very obvious, I'm not hiding from it, but I did get the Conquest pass on this account, and I'm going to continue doing it. It is the best way to spend money in this game, frankly, guys. If you're gonna spend $10 on the game, the Conquest Pass has so much stuff, and now with the new changes, they give you more of the shards that you buy, that you would get from it. Like, they front load it, and they give you your 2 Omicrons at the very start, so that you don't have to get to the very end. Now, my value for this is a little bit diminished, frankly, because I'm spending the same amount of money, but I'm not getting all of the nodes of rewards. So, I mean, it's not as much value, but at the same time, if you can get 5th crate, as I'll show you, it really, really does pay off in the end. Now, you can see we're scrolling here, and I just want to make sure you guys can count down what, these are all the rewards I got. This is pretty neat, pretty neat. You get gear, you get Omicrons, you even get a level 9 Datacron from it. Like, from start to finish, if you can finish the entire thing all the way through the red crate, you get enough materials to get a level 9 Datacron, which I don't know if you care about that or not, but that is pretty handy for those of us who like PvP. Yeah, you get all kinds of stuff, guys, and I know I probably sound like a corporate shill. They are not paying me to tell you guys that. If you're gonna spend money, then do it, and if you're not going to, I'm not going to judge you. I just want you to know that as an option, if you're going to spend money on this game, there's not a better place to spend it. All right. And the thing is, I know that free-to-play players community, they'll look down on it. They'll condemn whatever. There are a ton of people who spend money secretly, though, guys. I know a few people who tell everyone that they're free-to-play, and they aren't. And so I know you're not going to admit it in the comments, but I know that you're out there, all right? And if you're out there, I hope you get good value out of it. I don't care. So let's jump in, shall we, folks? Let us jump. We'll keep jumping in. It's like a pool that you keep somehow falling out of, like in reverse. Okay, so here's the breakdown of why I think this is pretty important, guys, for my style of play. I've broken it down into you can get a character unlock. Now remember, I can't get Fury Interceptor, so it doesn't help me on this account. But if you want to play the long game, Crate 5 is pretty great. You can get, or I guess I'm calling it Box 5 here. And I know, please pardon, it's probably an eyesore, guys. I'll make a better chart of it sometime. But I'm not even 100% sure that this is the way it's broken down. The way they gave us like all the shards front-loaded kind of has me messed up. And honestly, I didn't make this video during Conquest. I recorded a bunch of stuff so that I could record it a little bit afterward. But here's the thing. Conquest, if you do 6 conquests in a row, you get, if you assume that you get Box 5, all right, and the pass. The pass is an important aspect of this particular plan. Then you get 50 of that character shards every time for the first 3 conquests. Then when it shifts to the next conquest phase, we'll have a new primary character, and then the Fury Interceptor in this case will become the secondary character. Then you get 25 for the next 3, and then that character kind of phases out of that of conquest for a little bit, and so that's a total of 225. Then you can, the way they have it distributed, guys, if you get to Crate 5, you're going to get 17 shards of your character all the way through from pass 1 to pass 6. I think that's probably like the one place that they're equidistant, equinox, equestrian, I don't know, but so if you get 17, each time your total is 102, and then all you have to do with currency is just buy 5. You just spend like just 475 currency, and you suddenly have 332 shards of this thing. And so whereas you're getting this thing 3 months slower than a lot of people, you're still getting it, and at 4.5 million GP, it's not too bad. So let's actually now, real quick, the quickest ever. Whoa, we're in the game. Madness. How did we even get here? This is madness. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the one thing. Here's the teams that I'm going to be using. And the thing that I want to remind you of is there are a few teams that are actually significantly stronger now than they were during Conquest, at least when it started. So we have Commander Luke here, the CLS team. This is the full CLS team, and it is pretty important that you have all the components. You don't necessarily need them all to be this high of relics. The data discs really aid in that, and I'll show you guys which data discs I was using in a little bit and explain what is going on, as well as like an attack or two. But then we also have this Night Sisters team. You will be shocked at how dominant this Night Sisters team is in Conquest. And it's not just for this set of data discs. It's like I've been able to find a set, like a good build that works for all of them, like just very consistently, and it uses the same discs as Luke, so you don't have to be switching discs much at all. Like I hate switching discs. Like I'll just use the same build for everyone if I can. And so this is the squad, guys. Oldaka at Relic 5 is probably not even totally necessary here either. I mean, it's nice to have, of course, as a backup, but that's more for PvP kind of content. The rest of this stuff, or mode, whatever you want to call it, but the squad is, gear 10 on Talzin, 10 on Zombie. 9 on Marin, 12 on us. Like it's just insane, guys. No Omicrons, obviously. The Grievous squad, you need that for droids, for killing things with droids. You'll need it for separatists. And then I barely used my Jedi. I used it a little bit. You'd think that I would use it more because they're all somewhat powerful and they have relics. The bounty hunters, I didn't use them much either. Really, I really leaned on the CLS and Night Sisters team. Like, we just ran them all the way down to 0% on the whatever the energy that they have. See, I'm bad at Conquest, guys, because I just don't know the name. Typically I just want to bludgeon my way through and be done. And then, so this dash team, obviously it's a variant of the CLS team. What my account has, I just don't have all the things. So like my dash was only gear like 11 or 12 throughout Conquest. I just got him to Relic 7 for various reasons, which we'll cover in other videos. But this team is really nice because there's no unaligned force users here at all. So we used this one to be able to take out a few of the nodes, which I'll show you. And then finally, the Sith team, I did use it a few different times for various reasons, mostly because I was out of, is it called stamina? Whatever it's called. I can't stand that word. So, oh my gosh. I'm not even trying here. I am actually. Not even trying here. I don't know why I'm cracking myself up so much with these mediocrity. But let's go, guys. Let's continue to jump right in, and I'll show you. I'll break it down which things I got, which nodes I got, and which ones I didn't. Remember, there are a lot of key squads that I'm just missing entirely. You'll note that I'm not even using a Padme squad, which I even have a Relic Padme on this account. I didn't need her or something. It's pretty insane the level of efficiency this account can do. I got 5th crate after like, I don't know, 10 days. I just stopped playing Conquest. It was fairly neat. So let's continue on with this video, guys. All right, so for the global feats, all I did was defeat 500 enemies, which you get if you play it at any length at all. And then everything else I ignored because I didn't have any of those teams. Like nothing. I don't have any good unaligned force users really. I don't have any Tuskens, and so I don't have Seer or Cal. But the one I do have that I'm blocking, but you can kind of see, is I did get the Night Sisters one. I got 40 wins with Night Sisters, with Marin, Talzin, and Old Daka surviving. So going into Sector 1, you guys will just have to extrapolate which stars I got. But let's see. Okay, so here are the feats for Sector 1. I only got the evasion down. I got that with the CLS team and with Chupio constantly assisting, and whenever he does basics, he does evasion down. That's the only thing I did. Now, I could have gotten the Jedi one. I think I could have gotten a few of them here, but they're only worth 5, and I mathed it out, and I didn't need to do it. On this one, let's see, I just got this by default. As long as you can beat this with this account, then you get it, because I don't have any Galactic Legends. Let's see, this one, so this was probably me using Dash, so that I didn't have any Force users on the team. In Sector 2, what did I use? Come on, dude, you gotta hustle. Alright, I actually got quite a few on this one. So I Inflicted Plague, that's the Night Sisters one. I got the No Attackers one. That's actually, you can use Night Sisters for that one as well. And then the Health Steal Up, what did I use? I think, I used EP Mara. Maybe I didn't even show that squad on my list, but my Palpatine is gear 11, Mara Jade is gear 10 or 11, and just a bunch of other things. But as long as Palpatine uses his 3rd ability 4 different times throughout the fight, well, it gives everyone health steal up. So if you just use it 4 times total, however many fights it takes you to get there, you'll just get it's pretty easy as long as you don't have don't have buff immunity. Now, this Treya node, let's see, so I skipped the Cad Bane and Orasing. Even though I do have those characters, it's just not worth the headache. You can see I only one-starred it, so it's pretty dangerous for my characters anyways. So the one that I got was, okay, this is the one that I probably use dash on. Remember, Night Sisters don't work here because Asajj is really important to that team, and she is an unaligned force user. Sana, I don't have Sana even unlocked on this account, so unaligned force users, it's probably the dash team again. Maybe I did use bounty hunters a few different times as well as circumstances dictated. And then here, so for these feats, I got the foresight thing. What did I do for that? I think you can do that for, I think you can use Jedi for this one. And if you use Jedi, Rev, and Lead, you start with foresight on everyone. And so if you do enough of those fights, it just eventually works itself out. Then defeat 50 enemies with droid units, that you just use Grievous, folks. Easy enough. The Grievous squad, even with really low gear, just demolishes folk. It's wonderful. On this one, let's see, I don't have Dr. Aphra unlocked. Let's see, oh, it's Galactic Legend. That's a gimme. That one is pretty easy. This one, let's see, I don't have Scion of Jingo, but this is probably a dash squad as well, unless it is my bounty hunters. The problem with bounty hunters is they're in Conquest, they're just usually not fast enough and they just get taken out. But, yeah. You'll see, my data discs that I use are just, I've been stuck on using them forever. Okay, so this is Sector 4. I did the stealth one. What did I use to get a ton of stealth? I have to think about that for just 1 second. Oh, I used my General Grievous droids here because they all start in stealth, and I actually used a different droid. I didn't use Newt there. I used someone else because then I started with 4. I got 4 stealth every single time. So you just do 10 battles with that and call it good. The ability block one, let's see, I think I used Boba Fett to help me with that one. With his AoE, gets it fairly easily. Some Jedi can do it as well, like Basti, if you can just keep calling her to assist, though that takes a little bit. Dark Basti does it. There's actually quite a few characters that can manage that one. And then we also have the win with full rebels. That's just CLS all the way. CLS, easy peasy. You know that my Imperial troopers are total ass, and so I couldn't ask them to help me. Well, I could ask them, but we wouldn't get far. We just waste conquest energy. This one, I didn't get anything. We just got 2 stars and moved on because I might have been able to get this one with my dash team, but it wasn't worth the headache. I don't have Seer unlocked on this account. Well, maybe I do, but she wasn't going to survive. So, yeah, pretty easy though. And then, let's see, finally, Sector 5. I think I got a couple of these ones. That was pretty important that I was able to find a couple that we could get in Sector 5 because they're worth 15, obviously. So let's see, which one? Okay, defense up. You can get this from who? From Night Sisters. You get Night Sisters. What is it, Asajj who does her AoE and puts defense up on everyone? I think that's what it is. So just have Asajj do her little leap thing a few different times, and that works. Clone Wars 2, we can also get that for you, by the way. I don't think I did that on this particular bout. And then no tanks in my squad. This was also Rebels, CLS Rebels. They don't have any tanks, so you need Rebels for like 3 different nodes. They're just constantly busy, grinding. And then, let's see. Yeah, I don't have Trench. Win without using a Galactic Legend. They gave us a lot of those in this one, apparently, guys. And then this one, just use dash, called it good. And that is that in terms of which nodes I was able to get, guys. Now let's go to. I'll show you guys my the fights that well, first we'll do the data discs, I guess. So we have Ruthless Swiftness, which is nice because once you start doing damage, especially like Night Sisters like it because once Talzin does Plague on everyone, then everyone just gets a ton of turn meter. It's not something you absolutely need right away. Amplify Agony, I do have 2 of those. We have this one, and then skip one down. So I have 2 blue ones. You don't need blue. Like for a long time, I just had gray, I think. So they weren't absolutely necessary. I didn't actually roll any of the ones that we usually do, that boost the power, the strength of specials, see, I'm just bad at this, guys. The boost the power of healers and supports. But I did get, this is a really good one, guys. The one for Night Sisters, they love the Volatile Accelerator because every time you deal damage to someone, that enemy gains the turn meter, but they also get 3 damage over time, which is really nice. That combined with Amplify Agony, every time you do damage to someone, you amplify that agony a couple different times, at least if it does a debuff to them. And so, you're just sticking a ton of dots on people. It's a really nice combo. Volatile Accelerator is crazy strong. Caustic Emissions, that's if they hit you while you're going. Couldn't find a blue one of that one. Ruthless Offense, that one's just boosts your offense, obviously, and then Blindside is when you attack out of turn. That one's really nice for Luke because it's all that extra exposed damage. So let's I'll show you how these were used. The CLS team, I mean, it's probably fairly obvious how it works, but I will still run it down for you guys, give you the rundown, the rub down, like your horses. So there's the Commander Luke team. Yay. I have 1 Datacron, folks, on this account. 1 level 9 Datacron, and I use Commander Luke with it. Well, I mean, obviously not in Conquest, but yeah, like you can see how fast they disintegrate. Every time you're hitting them, you're getting all of those exposes and all of those dots from Volatile Accelerator. Look at all those exposes. 3 exposes. It's just nuts. And then I was lazy, and it doesn't matter that. The first special, doesn't matter that I did that. I didn't want to move my mouse even a little bit, so I just I guess I'll click the button I have as long as it's an attack. And then finally, I'll show you the Night Sisters here as well. And Night Sisters just ran the board so easily. It takes a little bit to get them moving, guys. They do need a few data discs to actually work well, but when they do work well, it's very well worth the time and effort, in my opinion. So you'll see, like, they're hitting us a bunch, but Old Daka does gain turn meter every time someone dies. Old Daka gains turn meter. We have Marin here at gear 8 or whatever she is. Hey, we can just stun someone else. Look at all of these damage over times that they have. Yeah, you see the defense up that Asajj gave everyone, well, at least some of our people. And that's it, folks. I mean, you can just hit auto. Like, you can't. That's what I did. A lot of times, if I had to grind something, I just hit auto. Super easy. So that's it, guys. That's over. I'm not gonna have Fury Interceptor unlocked in time because the first conquest of this series, I just kind of goofed off a little bit. I just started playing this account again. I only got like second crate, but this one I took it more seriously and it paid off. So this is a good proof of concept. If you want to spend $10 for the Conquest Pass, you can unlock these characters long-ish term, even if you have a relatively lower level account. You just need to be able to figure out which nodes you're going to be doing. And I don't know, maybe I'll make more Conquest content, guys. If you want it, hit that thumbs up button. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xerath prevails.